The gopher tortoise, whose scientific name is Gophorus, is a genus of fossil tortoises that were grouped with land tortoises, which originated 60 million years ago in North America. And genetic studies have shown that their closest relatives are in an Asian genus called Manoria. So this very old species originated in the prehistoric time period known as the Paleogene period, which spanned from 66 to 23 million years ago, with the last two sections of that period known as the Eocene and the Paleocene, which you can see examples here of what the North American continent and environment would have looked like. Some amazing facts about gopher tortoises are that they dig burrows, typically ranging in size from 20 to 30 feet long and 6 to 8 feet deep, with their shovel-like front legs. Some have been found to be as big as 40 feet long and 10 feet deep. This gets them classified as a keystone species because so many other species actually live off of their burrows. Gopher turtles will spend about 80% of their time in their long burrows. I mentioned before that they're a keystone species, meaning its extinction would result in measurable changes to the ecosystem, specifically to other animals such as gopher frogs, several species of snakes, and small mammals which depend on the tortoise burrows for their living habitat. For gopher tortoises to thrive, they generally need three things: well-drained, sandy soil, plenty of low-growth, herbaceous plants for food, and open, sunny areas for nesting and basking. For their habitat, the burrows are found in dry places such as sandhills, flatwoods, prairies, and coastal dunes, or human-made environments such as pastures, grassy roadsides, and old fields. They tend to avoid the heat of the day and forage mainly in the morning and late afternoon, and that's when I mainly see them out and about down here around Melbourne Beach. They are regarded as an endangered species. In many states, they are protected. Florida and Georgia list them as a non-game species, and you must have a scientific collecting permit to be able to keep one. While Alabama still lists them as a game animal, it's still illegal for people to hunt, capture, or kill one. Even though, back in the days of the Great Depression, people used to eat these tortoises when they couldn't afford any other kind of meat, and some people still consider them a delicacy. It does take a long time for the gopher tortoise to become reproductively mature. When their shell length is about 9 inches and the female tortoise is somewhere around 10 to 15 years old, they reach adulthood in the more southern parts of the range. Farther north, they may take up to 21 years to reach maturity. Only about 20% of the eggs that are laying every year make it past their first year of life, so this has led to them being classified as endangered. The females lay an average of 6 eggs, but can lay from 3 to 14 eggs, with only 1 clutch of eggs per year being produced, which takes about 100 days for them to incubate. And like many other reptiles, gopher tortoises have temperature-dependent sex determination, which means that when the eggs are laid, they are neither male or female. The sex is determined by the temperature of the sand or dirt where the nest is incubating. If the temperature is above 30 degrees, the hatching tortoises will be females. Temperatures below 30 degrees produce males. They have soft shells that leave them extremely vulnerable to predation by raccoons. Male tortoises can be distinguished from female tortoises by their concave bottom shell. They're an extremely long-lived animal. Some estimates for their life expectancy is 40 to 80 years. While they mainly eat broadleaf grass, regular grass, and wiregrass, as well as terrestrial legumes, they will also eat mushrooms and fruits, blackberries, saw palmetto berries, and flowers from nettle types and Spanish and ball moss. Usually, tortoises get their water from the food they eat, and they usually only drink standing water in times of extreme drought. One current specimen, Gus, age 99, is the oldest known living gopher tortoise as of 2021. Who has been living continuously in captivity at the Nova Scotia Museum of Natural History in Halifax for 75 years as of 2018. He's believed to have hatched between 1920 and 1925. It's been suggested that gopher tortoises, more than other tortoise species, exhibit social behavior. They are primarily solitary creatures, and they live in well-defined colonies which are similar to those of the highly social animals such as the prairie dog. And the distribution and proximity of burrows might be the consequence of social relationships between tortoises. Some females have been observed visiting the burrows of a particular female repeatedly, even if there are other tortoises close by. The Florida Wildlife Commission asks that if you find a sick, injured, or dead gopher turtle, that you report it to them. On weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., please call this number listed below, and after hours on weekends, call the toll-free Wildlife Alert Hotline or use hashtag FWC or star FWC on your cell phone. And you can also text it to tip@myfwc.com.
Hello friends, and thanks for giving us your time. And please drop us a comment because we just love getting those. But more importantly, keep going out and exploring. Life matters. We hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.